everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiara and I run the blog and Instagram Chiara's Atelier, as well as this little nook of the internet. So, in the name of keeping this little thing of me doing a video every day this week, I asked on my Instagram about what you would like to see from me, and people kept on saying shoes, bags and all of that. And then I asked specifically what would you like to see, and then I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do a shoes Q&A, because if you've been to my nook at the internet, and if you haven't, everything will be linked down below. Have a little peek, cheeky self promo. I love shoes. It is almost like a new thing for me because I was always a bag girl, but I've been cheating on bags with shoes, and I feel like they're a bit more purse friendly, you know, indulge in. I'm saying purse friendly, but you know, compared to bags these days, it is way more purse friendly. So yes, so I asked about doing a shoes Q&A, and you guys sent in some questions. So I thought I would go through them. I've got them on my phone, which is quite exciting. And let's carry on. So if you like these type of videos, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you like, and stick around. There's more crazy things, and this little pooch always makes a little bit of an appearance. Are we gonna get comfortable? There's gonna be lots of talking about shoes. I know you like shoes. Okay, let's get in with the first question. The first question is, what is a good luxury shoe starter piece? Now, my top tip for anyone starting a designer shoe collection is don't buy heels. Because I made that mistake. I was like, yes, I'm going to go to a designer store. I'm going to buy heels. I'm going to buy the tallest, baddest heels out there. Did I wear them? No. My top tip is buy flats. Buy a good pair of flats. I'm pulling out these Gucci, I think these are the Brixtons, because I think the Princetowns have got, these have like the squishy bags. Oh gosh. These ones, like a pair of flats. You will wear these flats. You will get your money's worth out of a pair of flats, as opposed to buying heels. Like, unless you're the girl that's walking around in stilettos or something, sure. But I think getting a good pair of flats, like a pair of the Gucci loafers, or if you're not a loafer person, there are brogues. If it's not brogues, you can get flats. I'm trying to see if I brought some more flats down here. Yes, I did. Some pretty flats that you might be interested in. Something flat would be my suggestion of getting your first ever designer purchase, because you will get your money's worth in comparison to buying a pair of heels, if I'm honest. Then my favorite pair of shoes in my collection. It's like picking my children, really. Oh gosh. My best and probably my most favorite pair of shoes I have ever bought in my collection are the Manolo Blahnik Lurums. If I was good at editing, I will make the screen sparkle. There will be angels singing. There will be a lot going on. But these shoes don't need any introduction. Just look at the beauty. These shoes are just visually the most stunning shoes. They are kind of like a bit of a mule. So heads up, get half a size up, because you don't want your foot hanging out. And not only are they beautiful, they're comfortable. They're the most comfortable high heels I own in my collection. I have another color of these, and I can walk around all day and all night in them. So I highly recommend these shoes because they're so comfortable, and they're my favorite. They're hands down my most favorite pair of shoes in my collection, and they, you know, that cost per wear is just going down, 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 down. Then, what was the other one? My first pair of shoes. My first pair of shoes was a pair of Louboutins, not even the Pigalle. They were the Xoxos in like 120mm. And I thought I was the bomb D in them. I was younger and I could walk a bit in them. I wouldn't say walk a lot, but walk a bit in them. I remember going on a date in those shoes. It was the only one and only time I wore them. And I went on a date, and I'm not even joking, I was sitting at the dinner table and I was just thinking, I kicked my shoes off because they were killing my feet whilst I was sitting. Like, no shoe should be doing that. So This is also, there's another question here about shoe regrets, and I remember it was those shoes. Yes, they were sexy shoes. Yes, they looked great on, but I could not walk in them. And I remember after the dinner date, he was like, oh, you know, there's a really cute bar down the road. It's a 5-minute walk. And I was like, 5-minute walk? I was just like, look, you either get me in a cab or I'm stabbing you with my shoes. I'm not condoning violence, but it was ridiculous. Those shoes were disgusting, and I got rid of those shoes pronto. Someone else is enjoying their best life in those shoes. So that was probably my least and I got a question about my least favorite pair or any regrets. That was a sure as hell regret. And that's on the same vein, it was like a pair of Louboutin, again, ridiculously high. I mean, they were absolutely stunning shoes. They were glittery, couldn't walk in them. Bought them, sold them. They didn't, that was out. Then cost-effective shoes, pretty cost-effective shoes. Maybe they're saying, like, maybe the lovely lady's asking me what is the pretty kind of and most cost-effective pair of shoes. I would have to say, you know, a pair of the Lady Dior kitten heels. I think there might be a, oh my god, they've got crap on them. Lady Dior, I'm not too sure what this style of shoe is called. I want to say slingbacks. These I think are really pretty and cost effective because they're a kitten heel. They are this, I've got them in the patent, but I know they come in like a fabrics, metallic fabrics. They have all sorts of finishes now. I'll link them down below. All these shoes will be linked down below. And these are so comfortable, this particular style. But I have to say, something about the patent is, I remember the first time I wore them, they were a bit uncomfortable. Like, I felt like my toes were being crucified for no reason. They were being squished to every, like, inch of their existence. And I was a bit hesitant wearing them the second time. But after the first time, they were good to go. So these are a pair of pretty and cost-effective shoes. That is disgusting. I'm showing you the bottom of my shoes. Then another question that I got was best flat shoes. My best flat shoes, actually, I've got two because I can't pick. These Gucci loafers. I love the Gucci loafers. I've got them in the backless form, the fluffy form, the back full form. They're such a good shoe. They're so good. They're a good everyday shoe. Even in the winter, pop some socks on and Bob's your uncle and you can go. And you will also look like Bob's your uncle because you'll have some fabulous socks on with your shoes. And another pair of flats that I really loved are these Manolo Hangisi mules. I think that's what they're called. They're really hard to find, so I will link some down below. But I have got my wear. If you could see the backs of these shoes, cost per wear has gone down. That's what I tell myself anyway. Then I got a question about the best everyday heels. So going back to the Old Faithfuls, which is these Lady Dior slingbacks, they're a great everyday heel. Another great everyday investment piece is a pair of the Chanel slingbacks. So if you are not a fan of those pointy shoes with the ribbon that says Jadi on it, there's always the Chanel slingbacks. Now these I'm showing you are a bit of a, I think they're from last summer, the summer before, a limited edition kind of fabric, but you know the ones with the camel. I have those as well. And they're so comfortable, really easy to walk around in. The only thing that bugs me about them is your foot kind of makes that noise. Do you know what I mean? When it lifts up from your shoe, which kind of irks me a little bit. But we forgive her because she's comfortable, she is sassy, and she is classic. We like her, we like her. So she's a good everyday shoe. Those two shoes are hands down my favorite shoes for like an everyday thing. Thoughts on kitten heels? I think I answered that question as well. Now, what's the other one? Favorite shoe brand? Do we even need to ask what my favorite shoe brand is? If you've not been to my nook of the internet, I suggest you go and have a little peek. And if you've not been here before, there's a collection video of these beautiful. I'm a Manolo girl. I will eventually catch them all. Manolos. Oh, it doesn't have the same ring to it as Pokemon because it's chic and whatever. I love Manolos. They are the most comfortable, the most beautiful made shoes ever, like hands down. I absolutely love Manolos. I have a bunch of these hangy C's. I'll leave my Instagram down below and you can see how I style all of them up. But they're really pretty and hands down my favorite brand of shoe out there ever. Then what is the next question? My thoughts on Louboutin. Okay, look. There is nothing sexier than a pair of Louboutins. Louboutin. There is nothing sexier than those red bottom heels. I mean, even the Cardi B is singing about it. So they are hands down the sexiest shoe. I mean, I know I slated them just a minute ago saying that they were so uncomfortable. And they are. Every time I go to the store, even the sales associates are like, oh yeah, they're uncomfortable. And I'm just like, why aren't they more comfortable? But anyway, they're not. Don't expect to go in there and buy a practical everyday shoe. But saying that, I went in a while ago, not a while ago, like now last year or year before something, and I bought 2 pairs of shoes, which is making me change my mind about the shoe, like the brand. So I got these Louboutins, which are these lacy ones, but the thing is, let me put this one down, it's fabric. Can you see? Squishy, squishy. So that makes the shoe a little bit more comfortable. I'm saying a little bit more comfortable because it's still high and whatever. So this is very much a dinner shoe for me. I wouldn't be wearing this and tottering around London by any means because your girl will be crippled. And I'm not about that life. I'm too old for that type of shizzle. Then what's the next one? What are my thoughts on the Chanel dad sandals? So, I haven't got the new orthopedic looking ones, which I really would love to get my hands on. But last summer, I was lucky enough to get 2 pairs as a present for my birthday. I got these ones, which are kind of like the orthopedic ones, but no back strap. And I got these fabric-y ones with no backstrap as well. So they're both slides. Let me put them down and get you 1 shoe each. Now, these, if you can get your hands on a pair of these, highly recommend a rubber pair of the Chanel slides because they are so comfortable. I have to stop myself from wearing them all the time because they're just delicious and comfortable. Now, the fabric ones, they look beautiful and this looks, you know, together, you look chic, but I must say the rope and the leather is a little tougher on your feet, so they do rub a little bit. So I would recommend the kind of rubbery version over the kind of leathery ones, if I'm completely honest. But nevertheless, I do love her, but the rubbery one kind of wins in terms of comfort. And we're all about comfort in this nook of the internet now. Long live the days of me suffering for fashion. Then, best slides I've ever bought. So best slides, those Chanel ones. And these little slidey shoes. Apart from that, I think those are the only 2 slides I do own that I would highly recommend. One of those 2. Or if you can get your hands on, I'll link down below these Dior Francis sandals, which for the life of me I cannot find. I think they're in a suitcase somewhere and I need to find it. They're a pair of like slippers, like flip-flops, and they're leather, and honestly I have never felt anything more soft on my feet than a pair of Dior Francis sandals. I might need to buy them in another color, maybe a chocolatey color. I got them in black. I'll leave a link to a photo of me wearing them, and they are just, oh, I love them. I'll link them down below as well so you can go shop. I think there's a sale on Dior Francis as well, so I'll leave the code down below. What are my thoughts on the Hermes Oran sandals? What are my thoughts? Honestly, don't spend your money on them. Where did they go? I do have them down here. Don't buy them. I mean, I have, oh God, gosh, stuff coming off them. I have 2 pairs. I was lucky enough to get this and a pair of white ones. And I got them from the duty free. My parents got them for me, I think, whilst they were traveling. They ripped my feet to ribbons. They were ribbons. I mean, I was so upset because, I mean, look, they look amazing, right? They look chic. They're like the best pair of sandals to wear when you don't want your shoe to overtake your outfit. Like those Chanel dad sandals kind of take away from the like amazingness that is your outfit, whilst these kind of feel like simple, chic, you know, together we're going to a beach club. We are sassy, we're beautiful queens. But my god, they ripped my feet to shreds. I mean shreds. They were ribbons. I didn't have feet, I had little ribbon feet. It's disgusting. But now, after I have broken them in, because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you break me, I broke them, and now they're probably one of the most comfortable, feels like nothing's on my feet type of shoe. So I'm not entirely sure what's up with them, but I've heard this complaint a few times. So I don't know. I mean, I've heard some people say, oh my god, they're so comfortable, and then I've heard other people say exactly the same thing. I don't usually have the issue or particularly wide feet, so I don't know. It's like a little bit of a weird one. Okay, last question. What was my last question? Last shoe purchase. What was my last shoe purchase? It was my Barbie shoe by Amina Muaddi, which is probably the most hard to get pair of shoes, hard to get brand of shoes. Literally, it might be easier to find a unicorn. A flying pig might be easier than getting a pair of her Perspex shoes. I'm dying to get on the princessy looking Cinderella pink version of these shoes. Couldn't get them. So I saw these, impulse bought them, don't regret them. They are comfortable. I mean, this heel is just beautiful. And I mean, I thought that this plasticky bit would cut me open and like it'll be like open heart surgery on my feet, but it really isn't. But they're really good, and I am keeping my eye out. Clearly I need to go and have a snack because my brain is not working. But you're gonna see a theme in this video. I clearly need to eat more, or I'm just hungry for chocolate. Anyway, but yeah, this was my last shoe purchase, and I do not regret this impulse purchase, and I look forward to buying more Amina shoes. I did a full review of these shoes, so I'll link that video down below and on the side to side. So yeah, so that concludes my video. A little quick questions and answers about my shoe collection. I hope you found that interesting, and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you like this craziness that is my atelier. Take care, kids. Stay safe, stay sane. Clearly I've lost my mind. Clearly shoes does this to me. Have a good day, guys. Bye.